Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Oh, there's my microphone. Hello. Good afternoon, couch potatoes. I hope you've all had a fabulous weekend. I did. It's my first day back to streaming. So it's been fun. We had a Llama Learns About episode earlier for our bestie members and higher. That was fun. We learned about milkshakes, a chimpanzee war in Goombay. Oh, it was a wild time. Anywho, though, so we are planning on covering a new trial this week, Nevada versus Devyn Michaels. Now, a few things. One, this is a Pacific time trial, so it's going to be different hours for Llama. I'm sorry, wrong show. For Couch Court with Llama. This will generally run from about noon Eastern to anywhere between 7 and 9 o'clock at night Eastern. So hours are a little bit different. The trial is still expected to start today. It should have started like 10 minutes ago. My guess is for jury selection. I do know that media camera access was allowed. So we're just kind of looking and waiting for footage of this trial beginning, which could be at any point in time today or even tomorrow. That's kind of the not so fun things about trials is like the waiting, like when is opening statements? So I just got to be, camera ready for the whole time. But while we are waiting for that, I thought, you know what, we could just do some trial prep. So this isn't going to be very long. But I was like, you know what? We'll read an article. We'll watch the sentencing hearing she did in July. It's like 10 minutes. And that way it gives everyone kind of an idea of what this case is about. Because honestly, there's not a lot about it on the internet. So it's going to be another trial, just like our Dustin Duran one, where we're going in not really knowing a whole lot about it. So hi, Flash fan. Hello, 80s music man and Savage. You were here earlier today, waiting. I'm here. Hi, Tracy. Now Tracy wants a chocolate malt from Walgreens, right? Did you guys know that Walgreens also was a restaurant for like over 100 years ago now? It's crazy. We learned so many new things today. Flashfan says, I thought this was supposed to start November 17th. Yes, it was supposed to start November 17th. But according to the court doc, they had to move it up early. So today is when it starts. They said 9 a.m. But again, if they're doing jury selection, I doubt that's going to be streamed. It usually isn't. So I don't know. I don't know who is going to. Unfortunately, Nevada does not like sharing court documents. So I couldn't actually get the chance to read the media access order or who filed it. I couldn't find any of that. Neither could Amos. And she looked all over, all the different pacer, all that. She couldn't find nothing. So I'm very excited because I wanted to cover this one, but then it was like the same time as another case I was interested in. And then I was like, okay, they moved it up. Thank you. Thank you, courts. That really benefits me a lot there. Oh, look, I haven't been around forever. I didn't even have my llama up there. So I thought, you know what, we'll just read an article that came out last week regarding a hearing they had about what was allowed in and what wasn't. Watch her 10-minute sentencing hearing. And spoilers, she doesn't get sentenced, but it's a doozy. You'll see, like after we watch that video, you're going to be like, oh, Llama, I know why you chose this trial. This is going to be wild. So let's get into it. Again, this part's not going to be very long, guys. We're going to do this kind of be in and out. I will be staying at my desk all day, though, working on other stuff. So the minute we hear that opening statements are being, streamed somewhere, we will go right into that. So make sure you have that notification bell set up so you don't miss when we do go live for that. I'm hoping it'll be today, because I don't know how popular this case even is in Las Vegas. I don't see why realistically they couldn't seat a jury, but I don't know. So it's either going to start today or tomorrow, hopefully. Or, knowing my luck, not at all. But let's not manifest that into the universe. No. All right, so let's read about a little bit about this case. Okay, so this is Las Vegas, Nevada, by the way. All right, this was the date was October 27th. So is that last Monday, Tuesday, something like that? Oh, me too, Flash fan. You have no idea how mad I'm going to be about it. Like I said, there was a media order allowing streaming on the docket. It just didn't allow you to actually read what the order was. So we'll see. But you know what? Let's give some background. Let's just all manifest. Yes, trial manifest that this begins, because I think it's going to be a doozy. All right. So this came out Monday. It says jurors in the case of a Nevada woman accused of decapitating the father of her children won't hear evidence of child abuse in an unrelated incident. Oh, so they're keeping out that. Hi, Terry. I'm sorry, babes. I hope that you're almost done dealing with that. Now, Devyn Jade Michaels, also known as Tracy Nicole Tavares, 47. I don't know why she has two whole last names that aren't even close, but okay, has pleaded guilty last year to second-degree murder in the 2023 death of Johnathan Willette. However, Michaels recanted at her July sentencing, just this past July, leading prosecutors to withdraw the plea agreement. That set the stage for Michaels to face a jury on a first-degree murder charge. Yep, that's right. She was offered a plea deal. I think minimum was 15 years. And she said, no, I'm innocent. And now she's being charged with first-degree murder. So, Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. There's Kelly and Sam. I think I said hi to Angie earlier, but if I didn't, hello, Angie. So, on Monday, 8th Judicial District Judge Tiara Jones ruled that jurors wouldn't hear information about Michael's prior conviction on child abuse accusations. Well, that's not great for her. Well, I mean, it is good for her that they're not going to hear about it, but a conviction that happened only days after authorities claim she fatally struck Willette. Oh. So she was convicted for child abuse accusations after she killed him. Oh. But that would mean the case was they were already in court about that case. So. Flash says, I call her the Taylor Shabazna Sarah Boone hybrid. Yes, very much so. I think this is going to be one of those trials where you weren't expecting it to be crazy. I really do feel that way about it. You guys, you'll see. You'll see. Sarah Boone has a new letter. Oh boy. Oh, maybe we'll do a Llama reads Sarah Boone letters. That's my favorite. I haven't personally done them, but I've read all of her nonsense. So Jones said that information would prejudice jurors against Michaels and outweigh the evidentiary value it had. Fielding a question from Chief Deputy District Attorney John Giordani, the judge said that she also wouldn't allow jurors to hear any accusations of child abuse against Willette, the victim. So they're both being accused of abusing the children, so that's not great. Michaels made claims against Willette in police statements. Claims of abuse from both sides not coming in, Giordani said. All right, so we now know that John Giordani is on prosecution. Good to know. Let's see. Additionally, Jones ruled that information from a specific police interview with Michaels also wouldn't reach jurors. However, prosecutors could request a hearing during the trial if they wanted the information revealed in open court. Ooh, what is on that interview? Michael's defense team argued in a motion that police pushed forward with that interview after she invoked her right to attorney. Prosecutors said Michaels requested the interview and received a Miranda warning before speaking to officers. Oh, well, that's interesting. So she was like, yeah, I want to talk to you guys. And now they don't want that in. So, okay. We do love crazy trials. Hi, Michael. Working at home in my yard, so won't be able to chat, but here with you all. Fantastic. Hope that's going well for you. All right. So in that interview, Michael said she struck Willette with a stick. Oh boy. I'm sure they're going to tell us what actually what happened to Willette in a few. But just keep in mind, she said, "Oh, I struck him with a stick." However, she said Willette was breathing when she left him and that she saw no blood. Also, she denied using ammonia to clean the area and repeatedly denied decapitating Willette because, it's just that easy to just randomly lose your head when you're dead. Like, what? Okay. I want to know if the detective is the same detective from Tommy's trial. I mean, I don't really remember that trial. I know we watched it, but like I couldn't recognize anybody. It's been too long. I think this is the same area Robert Tellis was tried in. I think she has one of his attorneys. Oh, really? Interesting. Prosecutors argued in court documents that Michaels did, in fact, acknowledge in the interview that she disposed of the weapon and Willette's head. Ugh. Giordani on Monday said it would be improper for anyone to suggest to jurors that authorities didn't know what happened to the head. I mean, they're definitely going to be like, well, what happened to it? Everyone knows she said what happened to it, Giordani said. The prosecutor in court documents said Michaels and Willette planned to live and raise their children together at a Henderson home, despite their estrangement. Willette's mother last saw Michaels early August 7th, 2023, in her kitchen. Around 8 a.m. that day, she couldn't find her son after calling for him. Did they live with his mom too? Giving his room a closer search, she then discovered him in bed. She also spotted a large amount of blood. Oh, gosh, his mom found him. Wow. Prosecutors said police responded to the scene. A strong chemical smell affected a detective who felt burning in his chest. The detective also saw bottles of ammonia and bleach in a hallway. I've also read that when investigators did tend to the body, like smoke and fumes were rising out of the neck area, which is crazy. Yeah, the mom found him. Ugh, it's always the moms that find them. It's so sad. Police identified Michaels as a suspect after speaking with Willette's mother, prosecutors noted. Detectives interviewed Michaels a handful of times. At one point, they discovered a cell phone in a driveway with what appeared to be blood on it. Michaels said Willette must have left the phone during their move, prosecutors said. They added that a search warrant on Michael's home revealed Willette's wallet, ID, social security card, and vehicle keys wrapped in layers of plastic bags. Girl, that's not good for you. What? Michaels took a polygraph test on August 15th, 2023, which she failed. After that test, Michaels told authorities that she hit Willette in the head with a blunt object, leading to her arrest, prosecutors said. Michaels then asked for another interview with detectives and for a second polygraph test, prosecutors said. It's that interview that Michaels said violated her Miranda rights as she asked for an attorney at its start while detectives pushed forward with questioning her. Well, that is going to cause you some problems. So that is the update on that article. So also you should know, which I'm very confused about, because her and Johnathan Willette, the victim, are very close in age. They're in their 40s, early 40s, I think, like 42 and 40 something. All right. But Devyn Michaels, so I'm sorry, Willette, Johnathan Willette, the victim, is Devyn's lover slash baby daddy slash former father-in-law. Yeah. Yeah, she had married his son, I read, for medical reasons. And then I'm not sure what happened. And then she is with his dad. So I don't know what that means. I also don't know why she has two full names. As stated before, she has the name Devyn Jade Michaels, also known as Tracy Nicole Tavares. So I don't know what that's about. How old was his son? I do not know. Again, there hasn't been a whole lot of information. Actually, what I read here, I didn't know most of. So there has not been a lot of reporting on this case, but I'm like, why? All right, you guys. So I made a banner so people wouldn't get confused. So next we're gonna watch. You guys, this is wild. Let me switch over to this. This is about 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay. And this is where, as they said, she had pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Okay. And here she's supposed to be sentenced for that. All right. They think, oh, this is all wrapped up. Everything's fine, right? No, it does not go according to plan. So, yes, me too, Flash fan. I saw it in July and I wrote it down. I was like, if this goes to trial, I'm going to need to watch this. All right. So buckle up, you guys, and look at what we're in for. Because immediately I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So let me give it a go.
United States Battle versus Devyn Michaels. May the record reflect that Ms. Michaels is present in custody.
And by the way, everyone thinks that she's going to be sentenced today. This was shocking for everybody.
Both parties prepared to go forward?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state this is a stipulated sentence. Anything you want to add?
I do. Just a couple of things, Judge. First, we have 3 victim speakers. I asked if they permitted me speak last.
Okay.
We obviously went to a settlement conference. We stipulated this sentence. I think that the life tale reflects the gravity and the haunting nature of the facts. As you know, the defendant not only murdered her ex, but then desecrated his body by decapitating him and putting chemicals on his body, causing it to burn. The defendant admitted to the fatal blow. She never admitted to the decapitation portion, but the evidence was overwhelming that it was obviously her who did it. Another haunting fact, and something that should be concerning that supports the life tale, is that the defendant had a corollary child abuse case that pre-existed this. We reviewed, Ms. Griffith and I reviewed the minutes in that case, and it appears that 2 days after she murdered and decapitated her ex, she appeared in court in front of another judge in this courthouse and made representations that she was staying out of trouble, and obviously had that on her conscience at the time, walked right back out of the courthouse, and then ultimately was developed as our suspect and arrested. We take this case very seriously, obviously the family does as well. We believe the sentence reflects the gravity of the crime, so we will submit it. We do have some updates on CTS, which was wrong in the PSI.
Correct. I calculated the credit at 455 days as of today.
Okay, that sounds correct.
Because I calculated it in regards
That's
to
Judge Jones, Sierra Jones.
She then got that sentence imposed. She was released on that sentence, so she started accumulating the credit on that day, and I have it at 455 days as of today.
Yes, and we also have restitution requests. We've now received documentation.
Me too.
Right, we just received it this morning. We showed it to Mr. Patrick. It's supposed to be $5,000 to the OC.
I have that.
I don't understand why she's standing there, though,
James
instead of
Willette.
sitting at a table. But
$1,923
Yes,
to whom?
James Willette,
Okay.
and $2,500 to Yoko Willette.
How do you spell the first name?
Y-O-K-O.
Okay. Mr. Patrick, have you seen this?
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, what's your position in regard to the restitution?
They had the documentation, we're okay with it.
oh, look at
Okay,
his
Sam,
fine
did you file
mustache.
that documentation? Because pursuant to it's pursuant to the new case law, I can't order.
By the way,
restitution on
this is not her lawyer
All
now.
right?
By the way.
Ms. Michaels, what, if anything, would you like to say before I pronounce sentence against you?
Johnathan was very special for me, and I know no matter what I say at this moment, I know right now no one in the family is going to believe me. I know right now no one in the family feels that I'm innocent at any point, and I understand that. But I can actually prove my innocence. I actually can. And
Remember this.
I'm not gonna stop fighting to prove my innocence. I have more than enough, and Johnathan deserves to have the actual person who's guilty behind bars. I was helping Johnathan. I can show that I was trying to help him, and this, I know
He's
it's
innocent, you
hurting
guys.
the family, and I can see it in your faces, and I know your hearts are angry, and they should be, and I'm angry for you. And this is not fair to you. This has been dragging out for almost 2 years. It's not fair to you. And it's not fair to his children. Any of them. And it's not right. It really isn't. It's not. I've seen so much that it's just terrible. The way that they manipulated and altered and deleted things is wrong. They should not be able to do it. And they have.
Oh.
And for you to be able to look me in the eye knowing that the things are altered and
You pled guilty, ma'am.
Ms. Michaels, you are not to address the state. You are to
I'm not
address me.
addressing
You are.
the state. I
You're addressing Mr.
apologize.
Giordano. You are going to address me. What do
My
you want me to
apologies.
say? What do you want to say to me?
My apologies, I wasn't trying to address the state directly. I was told. I just told one thing after another, and I truly believed that we were going to do the right thing, and it just didn't happen.
What does it even mean?
I am so sorry for all of this, but I'm so sorry. But I didn't do this, and I didn't know this would end up like this. I really didn't. And I will forever apologize to the family. But I don't know how to fix any of this anymore. I don't. I keep listening to what everyone tells me is the best thing to do. Just do this and it'll work out this way, and follow this advice and we'll do this.
Yes,
I keep
Ellie.
listening to the people because they keep saying this is the best advice. It doesn't turn out the way they tell me it will. And it just gets worse and worse. And I don't know what to do anymore.
Judge, I'm not comfortable with this record. I'm willing to let her out of her plea if the court is inclined.
I don't know how to fix this.
All right.
It's just, this wouldn't be appropriate.
I completely understand.
Let's go to trial.
Mr. Giordano. All right.
Right? They're like, all right.
Mr. Giordano says that he's willing to let you out of your plea, and he's willing to try this case And you understand that he's willing to try this case on an open murder. So a jury can convict you of a first-degree murder. You understand that? Or do you want to talk to Mr. Patrick about it?
I don't want to talk to Mr. Patrick. He didn't listen to anything I
Miss
said.
Michaels, I need you to understand what I'm saying to you and answer my question. Do
Yes.
you want to withdraw your plea and go to trial?
Yes, please.
All right, this plea is going to be withdrawn. Mr. Patrick, I need you to have some discussions with your client
Nope.
about...
Your Honor, I've moved to withdraw at this time. This case needs to go back to the appointed counsel.
Miss
I will-
Michaels, hold on just one second. Miss Michaels, you need to conduct yourself like this is a courtroom. If you cannot do that, then they're going to remove you because I still have business to conduct.
Yes,
I don't think
Do
so.
you understand? Mr. Patrick?
Judge, respectfully, I move to withdraw and have this case sent back to Office of Appointed Counsel. I am not in a position to accept appointment on this case should it go to trial at this time.
He's like, I'm out.
All right. All right, I'm going to have to reach out to the Office of Appointed Counsel and get her a lawyer that's going to be appointed with the understanding this case is 2 years old. This case is not going to sit stagnant and wait around for a trial. So
Right,
I'm
the
going
judge
to
is
reach out to
like,
Ms.
we
Bush
are
myself and have a discussion with her in regards to the appointment of counsel because this is not going to be, this case has been delayed extensively, and this case is not going to further be delayed so that there is no justice for everybody.
Yes, Your Honor.
And, Your Honor, if I may, that's one of the other reasons, because with Barry Edwards, it would be late next year before I would even consider putting this on as a trial.
So I'll reach out to Ms. Bush,
Understood.
July 31st, at 9 a.m.
And, Your Honor, do you grant my motion to withdraw, please?
Yes, I'm going to grant your motion to withdraw.
She's like, yeah, you're fine. You can go. Good luck. All right, so that's pretty much, I think they schedule it. Yeah, that's mostly all there is. We'll still watch her anyway, but. Right? Judge Jones. He does not like to mess around. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the volume there. It's just her chains clicking. So, you guys, now I think you might understand where I'm like, you guys, this trial is gonna be it's gonna be something. It is gonna be something. So, Kelly, what happened was, so this all happened in 2023. All right. And the state, she's being charged with first-degree murder. The state offered her a plea deal of second-degree murder. I want to say the minimum being like 15 years before being eligible for parole. I think that's what the details were, right? So this past July, she goes to the sentencing hearing because she's already agreed to the plea deal. And then that happened. And she's apparently saying that she is innocent of all of this. And that she has proof. I don't know what proof one could possibly have in this scenario. Like, girl, you better have some, like, you were somewhere else. Because again, how do you? It's not like he was decapitated and acid spilled all over his body. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, it could have been it. Like, whoever was there for a little while, you know. Now we learned that it was at his mom's house, which I didn't know that. But yeah, she was offered, basically like the same deal as Sarah Boone. And so I saw that in July and I was like, oh, she's gonna be a doozy. I think. I'm very curious. Will she take the stand? You know, she's giving me vibes. She's giving out the vibes. Like, she might take the stand and see it as like her one shot to say whatever she wants to say. So that's why I'm like, oh boy. I don't know if she's going to, but Flash says she actually tried to withdraw her plea 3 times before, but the judge denied it until this hearing. Oh, really? That's interesting. Because so like here's the thing is like you as the defendant can absolutely deny, like be like, no, I want to go to trial. Like that's her right to do. Like the prosecution wasn't just like being super nice about it. They're just like, yeah, since she's saying she's innocent, it'd be inappropriate, meaning unconstitutional, to follow through that with that. So um yeah, no, they never found his head there. No, they did not. Kelly's like, I hope she does for our entertainment. Me too. I think even if she doesn't, though, just her behavior in that one hearing, which is don't get me wrong, all right, that's a very emotional hearing to be at, especially when you're the defendant who is about to be sentenced to, 15 years in prison. Like, of course you're going to be emotional, but like, I'm curious to see how her decorum is and how she responds to people saying things that she doesn't want to hear and deny. So I think it's going to be good. Tracy says, I'm open-minded. She didn't do it. I mean, that's literally, we don't know. But I've told you as much as we know about this case. So maybe there is a possibility that it wasn't her. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know about that. Over on the Facebooks, Sam says, this would be a wild trial. Fingers crossed everything works out so we can watch with everyone. Yes, I do. I think either way, maybe not be filled with all sorts of drama, but I think either way, it's going to be a very interesting trial. I'm certainly interested in, this is very morbid, but we're all here watching true crime trials. Let's be honest, we are very curious about the morbidness, but I'm curious to hear from the medical examiner of like what was exactly like used on the body and stuff like that. I'm like, she says she hit him with a stick, but I'm pretty sure I read that he was stabbed a bunch of times and then his head cut off. So we don't really know about that. So I think it'll be very interesting. Her clone did it. Right? Flash says, well, she tried to claim the state coerced her into taking the plea, but the judge denied it, saying she took it voluntarily. I mean, I could see her being like thinking that the state was coercing her, in the sense of like, well, if you don't do this, then we're going to go for first-degree murder where you could get life without parole. I don't think it's a death penalty case, by the way. It doesn't sound like one. And if it was, they would not have probably given her second-degree murder plea. Because if you have what it takes, I think Nevada has the death penalty, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But let's say hypothetically they did. The most they would offer as a plea is then life without parole. Like if you qualify for a death penalty case, you ain't getting, second degree murder. Kelly says most defendants that take the stand are narcissists, for the exception of Travis Rudolph. I mean, most of the time they do not do themselves any favors. At all. She does have an alias, yes, which I want to know more about. Like, why did she change up her whole ass name? That's interesting. Tracy said, don't judge me. I think she hit him and some people helped with the other injuries. That's the vibe I'm getting of what her claim is. What she was like trying to say or hint at. I'm not saying that was true, but I think that that's what she was basically like, well, I hit him, yeah, but I didn't do all the other stuff. So, but apparently he was at his mom's house. I don't know. We're just gonna have to watch the trial and see what happens. Flash says they do. There's a YouTuber facing capital punishment in Nevada. Okay, I thought Nevada was a DP state as well. Angie has confirmed. Love that. Oh, she has the child abuse charges under her alias. Okay, so she might have, decided to rebrand herself or something. Now we'll have to keep in mind, though, that the child abuse allegations are not allowed in the trial. And so we got to keep that in mind. Let me also do a quick Google search, see if there's, anything about this trial anywhere. I'm waiting. No. Hold on. Let me filter to live. Oh, it's me. I'm the only. That's pretty funny. If you type in Devyn Michaels trial on YouTube and filter it to live, it's me. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. That's interesting. So I don't see anything on. Let's see, Court TV. So I know that somebody asked to stream it via the court docket, but I don't know. I don't know who submitted that. So it would be helpful if we could have found out. But let's see. Over at Long Crime. It looks like they are still just running those two trials over there. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. I love watching a trial I don't have much info on. Me too. Let's see. Okay, so Long Crime doesn't have anything up. What if I do Las Vegas News? 8 News Now, you're not live. Nope, that's about football. Well, you guys, I know I've looked everywhere as well. No media reports. So we're going to be, again, keeping an eye all afternoon for when we're going to start the trial. Again, jury selection has to happen first. So honestly, I think the reason why we're not all finding anything yet is because of jury selection. So again, it's only, well, it's 12:46 here. It's only 9:46 in the morning there. And I know you West Coasters are like, yeah, finally a trial where I don't have to wake up so early. So we will see. Yes, hit the like button, y'all, if you haven't yet. It lets other people know that we're live, even though I'm about ready to get off. So this is too crazy a case not to be streamed. I agree. Like, I don't understand why this wasn't even before her outburst. Like, if you look, there's really not a whole lot of reporting on this case, and I find it very interesting. I don't know if maybe this Johnathan guy wasn't a perfect victim, if you will. That's what people like to say. I don't know what's going on, but I need all of the details. Okay. I have so many questions. Yep. We're on Cali time for this trial. And the next trial that I want to do is in New Mexico. So I kind of like it because I don't have to wake up super early, but I will have literally no life on Thursdays and Fridays. I'll go from like one show to court and then to either True Crime and Wine Time or TMI. So I'm going to have we're going to be spending a lot of time together. Do you see something from their local news in the last few days? They might have that date and time. And no, I haven't. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand why nobody's talking about it. Especially when Long Crime they all covered her sentencing hearing, which wasn't supposed to be literally anything. I mean, because they hadn't covered really the, case before. So like, why were they there? Why were they all, I'm just saying. So we'll see. Yep, I checked the docket last night and I checked again before I went live, and there's been no changes to it. So we will see. So definitely make sure you have your notifications on, because who knows? It could be literally at any point in time. Hold on. I got a message. Is it of something? Oh, no, that was just Amy letting me know about the name change of hers for child abuse, neglect, or endangerment. Not great. Interesting. But yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Flash says, I think they released it because it was right when Koberger took a plea. Oh yeah, it was around that time, wasn't it? Somewhere around, yeah, it was like the end of July, I think, when this came out. So yeah, so we're just going to be waiting by. I'm glad you guys are interested in it too, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know if other people, but then I was like, let's see some crazy, because I don't know. I feel like she's going to be very animated, if you will. So in a different case, did you hear other police officers have been fired today due to Karen Reed? Yes, I have. I saw that last night about Good. It seems like those Michael Proctor texts isn't so good for the Good Old Boys Club, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? It was interesting. I mean, they didn't say it was right from him, but like we all know. Yes, Kelly. In the Discord, last night I linked two articles about Good being put on leave because of misconduct based on Michael Proctor's text and stuff. So, okay, you know what? Hold on. We'll just read it together. I got time. It's fine. I got a little bit of time. I do have to work on a bunch of stuff today before this trial gets crazy. Let me find where I put the thing. Where did I put it? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's Commissioner Cox responds to calls by Karen Reed's lawyer to be placed on the Brady list. What? Why would you put a lawyer? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Her lawyer sent a thing to, I read that wrong. Hold on, we'll get there. Let me pull up this other article real quick. There you go. Cool. All right, do that. Where's my StreamYard? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we are. All right. Let's see. His texts are affected 17 cases. Yep. Turns out there can be consequences for your shenanigans. They need a clean house. Oh, yes, they do. Maybe you can go to prison for a couple days. Yes, I did hear that Proctor and his wife are separated. I wouldn't know why. Oh, you put the can. Okay, awesome. Oh, the Michael Peterson's staircase trial was interesting as well. All right, so share this tab, pull it up. Okay. So, member of Canton Police Department accused of misconduct and placed on leave, to the shock of no one. All right, so a member of the Canton Police Department who testified in the first Karen Reed trial is on paid administrative leave after being accused of misconduct. Should be no pay, but whatever. The town was notified on October 24th about the allegations of misconduct, and Sergeant Sean Good was placed on leave. Quote, the town engaged an independent investigator to conduct a thorough administrative investigation into the allegations of misconduct, a town official said in a statement. Oh, I bet you did. Reed was accused and later acquitted in the death of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. In Reed's first trial, Good, an 18-year veteran of the department, testified that he'd been working as a patrol supervisor the night O'Keefe died. He was on the list as possible witnesses for Reed's second trial. In Monday's announcement, acting Canton Chief Joe Perkins said he learned of the allegations against Good during an investigation of a former member of a different law enforcement agency, former disgraced trooper Michael Proctor, but did not specify if Good's alleged misconduct was related to the Reed case. The town and the town's police department take all allegations of misconduct seriously. Members of the town's police department are expected to perform their duties in a professional manner. The town is committed to providing the quality and level of service that the citizens of Canton deserve from their police department. To that end, we will take the necessary steps to ensure that actions by individual officers do not jeopardize the quality and level of service, the statement said. How many of you want to bet that there were probably some complaints they've already gotten over the years, but just ignored because they're not going to do that? Oh, hi, Juju. How are you? You hyped one of the channel videos. Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you. Actually, thank you for that reminder, Juju. Our replay crew, or after we're done with this video, if you guys could go back, apparently there's this new button down where like the save, the share, the like, where all those are. Apparently there's a hype button and you can hype videos, which is like, you know, super liking the video. I don't know. Apparently it's a new thing. So you guys can do that. That's apparently very, very helpful when people do that. So thank you for the hype, Juju. I appreciate it. Okay. What is hyping anyway? That's the best I have for you. I'm sorry. I don't really know. I'll watch a video on it this week. It's actually on my list for a meeting. That and some other new YouTube features. So I will have this all the time. Yeah, I don't think you have that button while we're live. I think it's only for non-live videos, but I don't know. I need to look into it more too. I'm like, the worst. All right. So earlier this year, the Canton Police Department was subject of an audit about the handling of the death of Boston police officer John O'Keefe. You don't say. The audit was held before the second murder trial of Reed and did not find any evidence of corruption, tampering, or conspiracy, despite some criticism of the department's crime scene patrol. One of the questions about the police investigation was the decision to use a leaf blower to uncover bloodstains and broken pieces of glass. Auditors, however, did fault Canton police for not photographing O'Keefe in the spot where he was first found, and also noted that critical witnesses who were with Reed at the time O'Keefe's body was found, including Jennifer McCabe and Carrie Roberts, were not immediately interviewed at police headquarters after where they could be recorded. The auditors also criticized the way Canton officers used red Solo cups to collect evidence, but said that, hold on, my screens went black, there we go, but said that there was no evidence police tried to frame Reed or anyone else in the case. Okay, sure. Love that. I love how they're like, well, we had an investigator and they didn't find anything wrong. And then today they're like, so there was some misconduct that came out. Okay. Oh man, they just need to do away with like everybody in these departments, man. Bad for them. All right, let's see though what Alan Jackson has to say over here. The Boston Police Department Commissioner Cox responds to calls by Karen Reed's lawyer to be placed on Brady list. Oh, that's right. We're talking about your man, Kelly. Oh, you start that this week? Oh, well, good news is, Kel, I'm going to be live a lot, so you're going to have lots of company while you do that. So I'm glad we get to keep you, together. Angie said, FYI, the YouTube change to using handle names versus display names, changing to show the app first, is making its round again. No. Not sure if and when we might see it again in our chat. No. Nobody liked it. Nobody liked it. Well, let's hear what Fiery Alan Jackson has to say, shall we? So Karen Reed's defense attorney, this came out yesterday as well, friends. Karen Reed's defense attorney, Alan Jackson, sent Mayor Michelle Wu a scathing letter calling on Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox to be placed on the Brady list. The list is used, sorry, my computers keep going black for some stupid reason. The list is used by prosecutors to track police officers who have engaged in misconduct or have credibility issues. Oh, man, you're going to the commissioner and being like, yeah, we're going to need you to be put on that list yourself. Okay, great, thanks. Quote, what I need is to not be asked this question ever again pertaining to anything to do with the police department. My condolences to the O'Keefe family for what they've gone through, because we did lose a department member. But outside of that, this has nothing to do with us, and I'm not going to speak on this again, Boston Police Department Commissioner Cox told Boston 25 News on Monday. Oh, you mean like, what was her name? Oh, Devers, who testified about, going in and having that little meeting with you that wasn't about at all about the Karen Reed trial, allegedly. Well, let's read more. Yes, please. Oh, there's only 2 lines. Commissioner Cox also shut down allegations that he would be stepping down after the election. I am denying that rumor, says Commissioner Cox. Well, today's election day, so let's find out, shall we? So that is interesting. Okay. Right. Karen Reed added 4 new attorneys to her civil case. 3 had left. Oh, Jackson's still there though. Is our Australian, the head guy, still there? Because I liked him. Interesting. Devers, that deceptive demon. I know, right? Causing chaos still to this day. Let's see. Denver Devil. It's all the same. It's all fine. I can't stand Commissioner Cox. The citizens shouldn't like him either. Well, they shouldn't like any of these officials. I mean, yeah, no. Listen, there's not just corruption in Canton or just in Massachusetts State Police. Oh, that's freaking everywhere. So, Flash says, I can't remember, was y'all following the Jack Harrow case? Because if so, he was sentenced last night. The Emmanuel Harrow, the small child that was killed and missing. I read about kid cases, but I don't really cover them on this show. But I did see he was sentenced, and also fuck that guy. So why do my monitors keep doing it? It's driving me crazy. Peter, Peter, the lawyer, covered the attorney perspective of it. Ooh, interesting. Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know why my monitors are just being obnoxious today. All day it's been like this. Maybe it's because this stuff is open and it's like, that's too much. That's too much. I don't know. So you guys, yeah, I just wanted to pop on, kind of give you the status update of what we're looking to cover next, how our schedule will be. I will still be doing court in 2 parts a day, just because with the hours of this case, it's lunch for them is gonna be like dinner time for me. So I got to make sure that's also when little Llama usually gets home from school. So I will be taking lunch breaks for this trial as well. So it'll be like, part 1 and part 2 for each day. But I just wanted to give you guys some insight into that. Anyone been watching the teacher trial? No. I haven't. I might save it to watch for later. Because gosh, that started like right when we were finishing up Dustin Duran, but like I had too much stuff to do to cover it because I'm very interested in that trial and seeing like where it goes civilly. Again, we don't get to see that many civil cases. But unfortunately, I had to put it on pause because I knew about Devyn Michaels possibly going to trial. So I didn't want to start that one and not be able to do Devyn. So it might be one of those we might go watch later when, depending how long it's going to be, when we don't have anything else going on. So it did seem very, very interesting. Let's see. Am I getting any notifications about anybody finding stuff? No. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go back to working on stuff that I need to get done for my other shows this week. I will be sitting here the whole time. So the minute we find out that courtroom is being streamed, we will be right back here. Again, that could be anywhere between now and if you're on the East Coast, like me on the East Side, between 7 and 9 p.m. tonight. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So please, again, make sure you have those notifications turned on so you don't miss when we go live, because I don't think you're going to want to miss this trial. All right, friends. Until next time, go forth and be amazing. Bye, guys.